Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series. We are here, it's VGC19, it is the Moon Series, and we are continuing on with our Lunala, Xerneas, Smeagol, Incineroar, Toxicroak, and Tapu Lele team. If you haven't caught this week's episodes, go back up here, I'll link the playlist, you can go back through and watch those. We've had a little bit of up and down this week, but hopefully we can turn it around today. We had some crazy games yesterday, and we've had some really unique teams being featured on the channel. So as always, before we get into anything, if you do enjoy this content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content, and make sure that notification bell is rung. And also at the end of the episode, please do leave your comments, because I love reading them, replying to you, and just interacting with you in general, because you're just all so lovely. But we have our first one of the day. Let's get into it. Team preview. We're going in against Lunala, Groudon. Very nice combination here, one that we haven't played yet on the channel. Sporting cast of Tapu Koko, Gengar, Kartana, and Incineroar. First things first, we've got a very fast functioning team here. You've got the Tapu Koko, the Gengar, the Kartana, all fast threats. You're going to have access to Tailwind on things like Lunala and Kartana that can help support that Groudon. I wouldn't have thought as a Trick Room Groudon, but you can't discount it because Lunala can also learn Trick Room, so you've got to keep that in mind as well as the Gengar. Gengar's probably sashed, I'd say, the Z moves either on one of 4 Pokemon here, either the Groudon, the Lunala, Tapu Koko, or the Kartana. I would guess though from the composition that maybe we're looking at an Electric Seed Lunala that's a support member for that Groundium Z Groudon, and then you've got the rest of the supporting cast. You've got Incineroar there with its Fake Out, loves the sun, and Gengar is probably a really good fallback Pokemon for a check to opposing Lunalas as well, to protect yours. I'm going to go Lunala, Smeagol here. I think our backup plan is always going to be Xerneas, and I think we need Incineroar, especially for the 2 ghosts that we've got there, the Intimidate for the Groudon, the Kartana as well, and just that Fake Out support in general is going to be very good utility for us. So let's get back into the battle, and you can see my face. Here we go, into our first one today. Good luck to my opponent, and hopefully it's a bit better than it went yesterday. I'll not spoil anything. It wasn't bad yesterday, we just saw some really unique Pokemon and teams, and I would strongly suggest going and checking out yesterday's episode in particular if you have missed it. So we'll lead off with our standard Lunala, Smeagol, and we'll see Lunala Gengar come out for us, which is very nice indeed, because Smeagol loves facing down against these 2 Pokemon, because we can take at least one of them down. I think I'm going to go for that Moongeist, being menacing Moonrise Maelstrom into the Lunala, and I'm just going to go follow me, and we'll be able to put any threatening ghost type attacks out onto our Smeagol straight away, protecting our little old Lunala. And it's ideally here with that follow me for this situation. We're going to see a fling into the Smeagol, trying to flinch it with that King's Rock is going to break our sash. We're going to win a speed tie, so we're not going to get to see the opposing Lunala attack. You would think my Lunala is just the fastest Lunala in the land. It's never lost a speed tie. Even when we lose a speed tie, we disadvantage ourselves by hitting into our own Geomancy Xerneas. That's how we do it. If you missed Monday's episode, go back and check it out. We have the biggest epic fail of any VGC match ever. Definitely make sure you watch that. So here is the menacing Moonrise Maelstrom, and it's going to be into this Lunala, and it will pick up the KO through that Shadow Shield. It should do. Yeah, there we go, easy peasy, and get rid of one restricted Pokemon on my opponent's side of the field, which is very nice for us to start off with today. We're going to get a Moody Boost. What do we got? Defense Boost and a Speed Drop. So if the Trick Room does come out, I don't think it's going to now, but if it does, then we're not saying too bad. We still got Incineroar in the back that we can bring in, which is something nice to bring in right now if we want to. Do have to worry about the potential Sacred Sword onto the Smeagol slot though. So what can we do here? What can we do? We can follow me and just hit the Kartana, sure. But then we lose Smeagol. Well, then we get Incineroar in for free, which is quite nice. And we'll take a Shadow Ball from the Gengar, I'd imagine. So let's do that. Just go follow me and get some damage on the Kartana. Kartana's the one thing that's like, well, both Kartana and Gengar are threatening us right now, but we'll probably see Destiny Bond, that's fine. We really don't mind that. The Gengar's not putting any damage out at the minute. I don't mind that. Sacred Sword, for sure. Ooh, actually faster than Cortana, which is really nice information going into the next turn. Especially because the Gengar, like without the Z move, doesn't really threaten. There's a Sacred Sword, yeah. But like I say, I didn't really want to switch in Incineroar on a Sacred Sword. We are given the Beast Boost, but we'll be able to get rid of that, nullify that with the Intimidate when we bring it in. We've got access then to Fake Out as well, so that's quite nice. And the Cortana is slower than our Lunala, so we know we'll be able to pick up the knockout on it this next turn, so which is just super nice for us as well. I think what I will do is go and expect the Cortana to be Assault Vest as well, so cannot protect, and we're just going to U-turn as well into that slot. If we pick up the knockout, then yeah, there's the Shadow Ball. It's coming out now. We can potentially break a sash on this Gengar. And by also U-turning as well this turn, it means that we get Incineroar in the back. So if it is Groudon in my opponent's, as my opponent's last Pokemon, it does mean that we've got the ability to switch in Incineroar next to Xerneas. So we've got access to the Geomancy Fake Out combination going into the latter turns of this match. And I think this next turn, what I'm going to do is just target the Gengar, whatever my opponent brings in, with the Lunala. If we get it, then that's perfect. If we don't, then we lose Lunala, and then we get Incineroar in. We've got access to that Fake Out, which is really nice. Although it does, the Gengar does still threaten our Xerneas, but it gives us a better way to deal with Groudon. So there we go. There's the Moongeist Beam, and we're just going to protect Xerneas this turn, because we will take a Sludge Bomb from the Gengar. Sludge Bomb into the Xerneas, so we're going to be able to pick up the knockout onto it. This makes it so much easier, doesn't it? Wow, okay. My opponent really prioritising that Xerneas, thinking that maybe Lunala protects here, not wanting to deal with it. We are going to get the Gengar, and like I say, now it just makes things very easy for us. See what this Groudon goes forward. It's going to be a Precipice Blade. It's going to be picking the knockup onto Lunala, but like I say, losing the Lunala here is fine for us, because it just allows us that free switch into Incineroar, where we've got the Fake Out, and then we can Fake Out Geomancy and then close the game up pretty neat and tidily. So it's not a bad start for us today, a little bit better than the last couple of days on the series. Well, like I keep saying, like bad starts, like we've not had a terrible start, but at the same time we're learning about all the new format, we're learning what players are doing and things like that, so it's going to take a little time to find your feet. That's what I'll try and transcend across to you guys. Nothing's going to go perfectly from the start. You're not going to know everything from the start. So, but very good game to my opponent, and we'll move on to our next match. Let's do it. I don't know why I can't get my words out today. I can't get them out, but let's hopefully let's work on that as we go through the episode today. And hopefully it doesn't take too long to find the next opponent. Back up to 1600 after all this time. Wow, doing so well, doing so well. My friend How against Andrea from Italy. So we'll go in to team preview, and we are going to go up against a Stack Attacker, Yveltal, Tapu Koko, Groudon, Venusaur, and Incineroar. So Groudon, Yveltal is the restricted combination here. It's a little bit awkward for us to deal with in particular, because the Yveltal threatens Lunala quite heavily. There's definite Trick Room options here, so you would indicate that it's very bulky Groudon. I would indicate that maybe the Groudon or the Tapu Koko have the Z moves here. Groudon more likely, especially if you can get the Trick Room up and then just throw out those Tectonic Rages. The Stack Attack is going to be a bit difficult for us to deal with. Venusaur as well, something that we need to keep an eye on because of the Groudon Venusaur combination with the Sun. And we've not really got too many options of speed control here ourselves. So maybe one good thing that we can do is go Incineroar Xerneas here. At least we've got options with Intimidate, Fake Out, that would be good against a lot of stuff, and allows us room to set up the Geomancy with Xerneas and then have Lunala in the back and potentially Smeagol as well, because it's just a nice disruptive Pokemon. I think we've got Follow Me as well to help support things like Lunala and things against the Yveltal a lot. So let's get into this second match of the day. Hopefully we can come out victorious. This is going to be a team, I think, that's going to pick up a lot of popularity as we go into the Moon Series. So this one we're going up against now, it's one to kind of keep note of, guys, going forward, and maybe one that you want to try out yourselves if possible. It's probably going to be one that we feature on the channel at some point. We're going to see Tapu Koko Stack Attacker come out for my opponent here. And we do get the Intimidate onto the Stack Attacker, which is nice, but Xerneas is heavily threatened by that Stack Attacker right now, and if the Trick Room goes up, then we're in a lot of trouble. And we could Fake Out the Stack Attacker to prevent the Trick Room going up for sure, but it does leave the Tapu Koko room to just Z-move if it wants to into one of our targets. So I'm going to switch out Smeagol. And we've got the Sash there. If Tapu Koko decides to go Z-move into that slot, at least we're not losing. But yeah, we're going to see the Volt Switch is probably going to be Groudon. And smartly going into the Incineroar as well, knowing that Incineroar doesn't really carry Protect too much. So yeah, there's the Groudon. We do have access to Lovely Kiss. We need to try and... yeah, I think we need to shut down the Trick Room more than anything here on the Stack Attacker. It is going to risk... yeah, at least we don't get an accuracy drop. It is going to risk us hitting with the Lovely Kiss. I'm going to bring in Lunala and go for that Lovely Kiss into the Stack Attacker. At least we've got the Sash intact with Smeagol as well, so it makes a little bit more use of that. But my opponent, I feel, at this point probably is going to prioritise getting the Trick Room up. Groudon may Swords Dance as well, could throw out a Z move. Protect is great, but oh, of course the Electric Train's up. What am I doing? So focused on everything else. Yeah, and the Trick Room's definitely... oh, it's just Jaraball. Okay, into the Smeagol. I mean, we get away with that a little bit more than we probably should have. Let's get Incineroar in. Gotta worry about this Yveltal coming in as well. And I think I'm gonna double into the Stack Attacker here with the Z move. I feel like the Groudon wants to switch out, but I'm not really too sure. The Groudon's pretty threatening, actually. The more I think about it, if the Groudon goes for its Z move here, then it could be pretty bad. But with the Fake Out, that's what makes me think you switch out here and get... I'm going to go off the Z move into Stack Attacker, and I'm going to switch... no, I'm going to go... yeah, I'm going to switch into Xerneas. Because I really think the Groudon probably goes out for Yveltal if my opponent's got it, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen here. Groudon actually protects, so that's not too bad. I guess my opponent's probably going for that Trick Room. Gotta hope that we can actually pick up the knockout on Stack Attacker. Depends how defensively invested it is. That's the big thing. There's the big question. Can we take down the Stack Attacker? I'm really hoping we can. If we can get this now, then this game is really achievable for us. If we don't, then the Trick Room goes up and it just gets a lot harder. We get it. Okay. We do get it, which is nice. Because that's the one thing really stopping Xerneas setting up. I think what I'll do is switch into Incineroar, and I'm just going to go, because Groudon's -1 already, so it'll be -2. And I'm going to go Moonblast into Yveltal. I just want to get rid of it. I don't think it'll be... It could be an Assault Vest variant for sure. So if it is, it takes a Moonblast, but if it's not, then it goes down. Groudon might have Tech Rage, but I think at -2 it's not taking down Xerneas. We're going to win a Speed tie potentially there. Is this enough to take it down? Oh, it's Assault Vest for sure. Yeah, there we go, Snarl. Okay. Is this the Z move? We're going to see now from the Groudon. Imagine it will be. Well, it's Fire Punch. Huh. Okay. In -2, it's not really doing very much at all. I think now we go Fake Out and Geomancy. Because a +1 Dazzling Gleam will take down the Yveltal. It's just whether or not that Groudon has the Tectonic Rage now or not. Because a -2 from this range probably does take us down. It's pretty strong. But if it doesn't have it, then it's in a pretty nice place. No, just P-Blades. Okay, this Incineroar should maybe... Nah, not from this range. No, we do actually. It's a very bulky Groudon. So we do actually survive it, which is really good. Now we threaten the Yveltal. And the sun fades. So we can U-turn on the Groudon. That's Dazzling Gleam. Because if we can get Lunala in as well now and Psych Up before the Xerneas goes down, that's pretty huge for us. I'd imagine the Groudon, if it doesn't have Tectonic Rage, then it's got the berry. Oh! Are you serious? Yveltal actually takes it. That's a big mistake for us there. Another Precipice Blades isn't good for us at all. I mean, Incineroar still hangs on. The opponent really needs to get this Groudon off the field if it wants it to do anything. I think Xerneas actually takes another Precipice Blades, to be honest. And in all honesty, I think a Moongeist and a Dazzling Gleam will probably be enough to get the Yveltal. The only thing that worries me about the Yveltal is if it's got Sucker Punch. It's got Snarl, it's Assault Vest. I think it's got Sucker Punch. I really do. And we're just going to proc a berry on the Groudon. But I don't want to lose Lunala. I mean, I could just protect Lunala. No, we're better off, because if Precipice Blades comes out, we're better off being able to take that and just Dazzle. I do think the Yveltal's got Sucker Punch though. And getting this Groudon down to -3, if we can lock it in on -3, it gives us a little bit more chance. There's a Sucker Punch, okay. So at least we call that right. I mean, it's pretty obvious at the same time. Proc a berry on this Groudon. Yeah, there it is. So the Coco's probably got the Z move. P-Blade. Xerneas avoids. Okay. Right, Tapu Koko, gonna hit the field. It's full health. There's the Z move user, for sure. I'm so tempted right now to protect Xerneas Psych Up with Lunala. So at least we've got the speed jump on Koko. I'm gonna do that. I really think my opponent targets the Xerneas down with the Z move. I don't think you're that worried about Lunala. You could be though, that's the thing, like both are so threatening, you just gotta pick a... There's a Thunderbolt. What's into Lunala? Okay. Well, we do get the Psych up. Oh, it's going to be close whether we take this Precipice Blades though. There's -3. -3, you've got to think. We take it. Yeah, we take it. So Coco's in a terrible spot now. Does it protect though? That's the question. Does it protect? I don't think the Groudon protects, but I'm gonna go Coco and Dazzle and hope. No protect. We might be able to win this one still, because we'll get the Coco now, and then a Moonblast might be enough to get the Groudon, but I think it's still out of range to get it from just a neutral Xerneas. If Precipice Blades misses Lunala here, then Xerneas, okay, we probably I don't know if we win this, because a single target Precipice Blades is probably enough to get Xerneas. A bit unfortunate my opponents missed so many of them, just showcasing how strong these bulky Groudons are, especially with that Snarl support. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously good. So let's see. It's all about the Moonblast here. I really don't expect us to get it from this range though. I really don't. But maybe we take a Precipice Blades. Maybe we do. It's been doing tiny bits of damage. It's -3. So if we take one Precipice Blades, we've won. And if it misses, we win, obviously. I feel the odds are in our favour, but I don't know. Oh, just survives. Oh, I mean, we take it. I mean, that's one of the drawbacks with Groudon being so bulky. It's just damage output is just so bad compared to what you would normally be expecting from Groudon, and it's so susceptible to Intimidate as well, and we just made sure that we cycled them enough and put us in a position. My opponent did miss the Precipice Blades. That's another drawback with it as well. You know, the accuracy, it always kind of feels like it comes into play when you don't always want it being able to be the thing. So a bit unfortunate for my opponent, but very good game and a pleasure to play you and a really nice team as well. So I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Remember, leave your comments in the comment section below, and we'll see you for our next episode tomorrow. So until then, take care and bye bye.